Alright everybody, so you know I love training sneakers, you know I love doing a performance review every now and then, and this may be one of the best training sneakers I've ever put my foot in. So today, we're taking a look at the Puma Fuse 3.0. Let's get into it. What's going on everybody? It's Mike from the Sneaker History Podcast and we are back with another video. Guys, thank you so much for joining. If you hadn't done so already or if you're new to the channel, you know the drill. Hit the subscribe button, leave a like, drop a comment. All those things, guys, get the video through the algorithm. And guess what? That's going to help more and more people see it. So everyone who's done so already or everyone who'll do so in the future, you guys know I appreciate you. Now getting right into the shoe, because I am super excited about this one. If you guys have watched my videos, you know every so often, besides just a normal review, I like to throw in a good performance review, whether it's basketball or in this case, training. This sneaker we're looking at today is going to be the Puma Fuse 3.0, and it may be one of the most perfect training sneakers I've ever put my foot in. Now, first things first, you know I gotta shout out the team at Puma. I really appreciate you guys for sending this pair over. I didn't realize this pair existed until I was speaking with the team over there, and once I saw them, I'm like, let me try them out, because I'm always in the gym. My wife and I are gotten bigger and bigger into CrossFit, and it's a very daunting, very a grueling sometimes training process, but very rewarding at the same time because you get to work everything in very difficult ways a lot of times, but it gives me the opportunity to try different training sneakers. Now there are 2 or 3 sneakers I really love, and this is gonna go in that list of those 2 or 3 that I really love because the Fuse 2.0 has this perfect setup for anything you can throw at it. And let's just get into it and show you what I'm talking about. Now, first things first, we're gonna have an upper that's gonna be really comprised of this really like lightly woven mesh, almost like a knit pattern that is gonna be set up here. Very breathable, very soft. It molds your foot very nicely. But what's nice about this is that it's not getting this really flimsy material on top that's not holding you in the shoe, but it's gonna be really a booty setup. So when you put your foot in, you're gonna have a thin layer of kind of like this neoprene and mesh that is going to be set up so that way your foot is locked in, almost like another sock setup, but it's not restricting to where it's like hot and just uncomfortable. It's done perfectly to where you almost have just like a really just a comfortable sock setup, if that makes any sense. Now, get into the shoe, get into the front of the shoe, we're gonna have this Fuse set up to make sure you're not tearing up the toe box. So that way as your toe drag, all these different exercises you're doing, it's really protecting the sneaker from any rips and tears. You're gonna see a really good amount of Fuse here wrapping around this toe box and even reaching up past the toe box on the medial side. As we keep moving up, you're gonna have a thin layer of Fuse right underneath that to bring you up to the eyelets. And I love the way the laces are set up on here. This is gonna be an asymmetrical lacing pattern, which is gonna be more secure. So the way it is gonna start from the top and then work your way down to the lateral side, which provides more security, more stability as you're training. Now you'll see along the sides, you're gonna have, again, more mesh that is set up in the sneaker. Or not mesh, geez guys, more Fuse. More Fuse are wrapped around the sneaker, so that way you're not ripping through the mesh with your laces. You're gonna have kind of this flat, almost like, I feel like stretchy type lace here that's gonna be dumping the same grade as we've seen the rest of the shoes so far. You're gonna have Train here with the Puma branding right there on the eyelets, or the aglets I should say. I really love that, how they put that little extra right in there. Don't know why, I just do. Now, on the lateral side, you're gonna have the laces that are gonna be exposed, typical, normal lacing setup. But on the inside, it's gonna be done up to be hidden. So you guys see the medial side, the laces are hidden. And that's because when you climb ropes, you typically use the inside of your foot for control, to go up and down a rope. And what's nice, you have that rope protection. So thicker Fuse on the outside. You even have that little badge there for the rope to show exactly what that's here for, to make sure you're not ripping and tearing through your laces. Now, as we get down to the medial side of the sneaker, you're gonna have the power tape here that's gonna be reflective. So if you're outside running, you're gonna get that reflective piece there. Again, that Fuse is gonna add a little bit of protection, a little bit of stability just on that lighter mesh material we're getting up top. You're gonna have another piece of Fuse here as well, protection from that rope, and again, just more stability and protection on that mesh. On the lateral side, you're gonna get a nice big Puma stripe going across that's gonna be done up in kind of this rubberized material up front. You're gonna have a tighter wound mesh that is a little coated here that's gonna be an inside that foreign stripe, again providing stability, providing protection on that shoe. And as we get to the tongue of the sneaker, you're gonna have a neoprene tongue, really thin, but again, it's a part of that booty system we saw that's gonna have Fuse written on the top in black. Now getting to the back end of the sneaker where you get to the heel cup, you're gonna have this really open mesh here that's gonna be black, and you can see the inside is done up in this really cool lime green color but it's really nice cushioning there, making sure that you're comfortable in the shoe, but again, not too much, not too heavy. They kept the shoe decently light. Now, as we get in, you're gonna have the black mesh, you're gonna have the insole, which is the best part of this sneaker. I had no idea about this until I really broke the shoe down. I was like, man, why is this shoe so comfortable? Because instead of just shoving everything, all the cushion into the midsole, which we're gonna talk about in a minute, they went with the drop-in midsole setup. I love it. This is your drop-in midsole. It is gonna be a decently thick midsole, but very responsive, very springy. It's gonna be that Puma Pro Foam, if I'm not mistaken. And it is perfect because when I put my foot in a shoe, it's not too soft to where I'm just squishy and can't get, you know, the proper balance, but it's soft enough to give me the responsiveness I need when I'm doing really explosive movements. What's nice is that we'll talk about this some more with the outsole, but it's set up to spread. So as you guys may or may not know, when lifting weights, it's very nice to get really just your foot stable on the floor. Almost, they say barefoot or with socks on, of course, is probably the best way because you can get your foot flat on the ground. This is the next best thing because it spreads with your foot, so that way you're getting a proper spread of your foot to feel like you're grounded feel like you're stable as you're lifting, which is very, very cool. Probably the best thing about this shoe. I love that feeling. As we get into the midsole, can't hold the shoe. As we get into the midsole, it's gonna be done up in the rubber, that Puma grip. Again, protection, stability, and it's done up in a nice lime green color. You even have the Puma grip branding there. As we get to the heel, you're gonna have a TPU heel cup. And what's really nice about this, it's easy to square off here. A lot of times where you're lifting, we get a better shot of that, there we go. Where you're lifting, you wanna lift in your heels, especially a lot of those CrossFit movements, those Olympic lift movements. You're all the power's coming from your heel. You're trying to stay stable there, and with that squared off heel area, it provides a little bit more surface area, provides you some more stability on the back end, which is perfect for anyone out there who is just, you know, doing a lot of those lifts. It's just really nice. You don't even think about it. It even has a little weight there. You guys can see that's what it's for. You got the weight there. Now we're gonna get to the front of the outsole here, which is gonna have, again, that flex area. So that way you're getting the proper spread of your foot, getting that stability as you are lifting these heavy weights and making these movements. It's gonna be done up. It almost reminds me of a tire, the way the traction pattern is here, like a sports car tire. Gonna have the Puma branding right here. And guys, this is just, again, a fantastic sneaker. I've had nothing but good things to say about it. I was trying to find something I could nitpick about it. I couldn't nitpick anything about this shoe. If I can give this a rating, this is definitely a 10 out of 10 training sneaker. I recommend it. And the price point is right on par for me, like in a value. At 120 bucks, you're getting talk about the absolute bang for your buck with this sneaker. And I love it. It is a sneaker I have used just probably for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks straight now. And didn't need a break-in process. It felt good immediately. It is from everything from box jumps to farmer's carries to power cleans to rowing to running. It did everything, and I love the fact that when I ran in this, it was still comfortable. Now, I wouldn't say make this like a marathon running shoe, but for those training, for those high intensity trainings where running does become a small part of it or a piece of that workout, this is perfect because you don't have to feel like you have to change shoes. This does the job in a fantastic way. So I can't say enough good things about this. I would highly recommend this. I will put a link down below for you guys to check this pair out. But go true to size on this. I don't think even wide footers you have to make a change because they had nice material. I think go true to size. You could definitely try these on, whether it be, I'd probably say your Dick's Sporting Goods academies, your training type stores who offer this kind of shoe should be available there. But just check them out. I really, I can't say anything bad about it. And typically a shoe I can nitpick something, but it is perfect. It has that material, the wider last for that stability for your foot. Everything about it is great, and I don't think I can say anything else about that. So with that being said, leave me a note in the comments. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Have you tried it? Let me know. I'd love to speak with you guys about it. And until next time, see you.